Hello guys, nice to meet you. Today our second session, so we will work today and I ask some of you send me exactly
Hello guys,
this,
nice to meet you.
exactly this scene, so let's work with it. Uh, Today we will continue, maybe not continue, maybe just start work with ambient light. We call this type of light in ambient light. Ambient light, that's mean this is simplest and probably one of the favorite type of lighting of interior visualization, because when you use sunlight or something like sun, this is more specific. This is more dramatic situation, and not every situation looks good with the sunlight. Probably that's why you should use references with every project, because when you looking for references, you understanding that situation looks good with this type of lighting which I see on reference. And for example, the reference can answer you, which type of lighting you should use. For example, ambient light, or for example light with the sun. It can be sunset or middle of the day or something like this. So never mind. We can talk about this in the end of our class. Today we will start work exactly with this reference. So let's go. I will open it with Photoshop. Open with Photoshop. I open it because I would like desaturate it. Okay, and I will save this file because I would like to compare this file with my scene. With my scene. Yeah. So I already have opened this reference, and I already opened this grayscale reference too. So I will move it to right screen, and we can start. Yeah, I see your pluses. That's mean you hear me well, and I hope you hear me well, and everything is okay. I didn't open this scene before, so I will work like first time, and of course I will have possibility meet some problems and solve it. Maybe I will meet it. Maybe I will meet them, but maybe not. Who knows? Display as box. I turn off display as box because I don't like to use them. Maybe you have some. Yeah, great. I don't see some curtains, some light. What type of that is basic light, we don't need it. And glass, it's hidden glass. Probably we can check it right now. Can we see here the glass? Because this is a situation when we have possibility to see some reflection, and probably we will. Yeah, so let's work with the glass. Later we will add it. What else? Probably nothing. I will select all. I will choose new Corona material. Today we will work with the Corona render. Corona legacy. Yeah, and of course one more important thing. I will go to if storm and go back to Corona. That's how I delete all render settings was before. The white is okay, probably everything's okay. And I will work with the legacy material today because probably I still don't like. I every day trying to work with a new physical material, and probably I don't like it. I don't like reflection from this type of material. Of course, some features looks good on it, but this is additional things, not the main thing. Because, for example, there is very difficult to receive nice reflection for the wooden floor, for example, like here, and we will do this. And with the new physical material, as for me, this is a little bit more difficult, maybe not little bit. Okay, what about background? Yeah, here is missed. It's okay. Yeah, here is a little bit more useful as for me. What's next? I will do the gray material darker, like 80, but this is not the final size. Just not a final number. Maybe later I will change it. Level number 1, glossiness like 0.6. That's all. Let's go to choose some light source. Light source will be from HDRI Heaven. Yeah, exactly this one. And probably we should. I would like to explain you how I decide which HDRI map I will use. For sure, I should think in this way. Better of all if I will not have any need to change the lighting. That's why if I find nice HDRI map that and will not add any color correction, that will be better for me, because that will be a little bit more realistic. So probably I would like have blue reflection, but not so blue and not so not enough of not full of blue color. For example, if I will use this HDRI map, here I will have a lot of blue light. Yeah, you can see it on the ground floor on this checker. You see this checker with a lot of blue color. I don't need it. That's why, for example, this one looks good. This one looks good, but here I have additional yellow light. Probably I don't like it. Of course, here is nice blue, but here we have sun. Here is nice sun, but not enough blue color. Here is nice blue color, but green field under us in the bottom of the HDRI map. That's mean we will have green ceiling. That's nothing of this, not good for us, but this is exactly what we need for this situation. So I change it to 8K because I know this HDRI map, and I already download 4K resolution map, and there is some problems on it. So please use 8K exactly with this. In 4K, some problems with the colors. Download desktop. Okay, we are waiting for downloading. and I will go here. I'll go here, single map. I will push here, Corona bitmap, desktop, and I will choose this HDRI map. Of course, I would like to share with you not only how to do exactly this scene. I will show you a few different ideas, maybe different tools how to do nice light. That doesn't mean you should use all of them. This is just different tools you can try to work with. Just, yeah. So first of all, of course, that is simple HDRI map without any additional information. Okay, and of course, in the end, you can compare all of this type of lighting. Okay, I will add this shader, and probably we will start the render. Yeah, this kind of problem I talking about before. I don't know what's happened with this light source, but probably that is exactly about light source. I don't know why, but that works exactly with this HDRI map. I don't know why. Probably, absolutely, I don't understand why, but it works like this. When I change this HDRI map to something else, it's gonna be okay. No, here is not. I don't know why. Let's go to V-Ray again. That is maybe some problem with the Corona. Maybe, I'm not sure. And I go back to Corona and I will start this render again. Here is no any problems. And I don't know why, but I already see the same problem with this map. Maybe this is a problem with this map, maybe not, I'm not sure. But we will solve this problem anyway. I will probably, I think we will change this map to another one. Maybe this map don't load it. And in the same moment, let's go to download another one. For example, this one, for example, 4K. We already use it. I download it just because I would like to understand where the problem. Canary wrap. Let's try to use this map. What else we can do? We can try to open the same file with another max. What else we can do? I have no idea. Let's. That is another map. So this is not a problem with the map because I already use this. What else I can do? Maybe change shader, but I already changed it. Maybe clear the scene. No any troubles on it. Not full downloaded. I already think about it, but as you can see, there was pretty low size of the image. It downloaded pretty fast. Control C. It's already downloaded. Let's try to change one more time. Maybe that's some problem with me. That's probably as for me that that is very important thing. Trying to find some mistake, not somewhere, but just in me. I always think where is my mistake, because if something or somebody mistake, that is not my problem. But if the problem inside me, in my brain, in my head, in my opinion, of course I should change it. I should find it and do something with this, because here start is everything is okay in the beginning, but later some problem starts. What it can be? For example, denoiser. Can it be with denoiser? Maybe denoiser broken. Yeah, that is denoiser problem. That's why we will turn off it and do not use. So we find the solution. The great news, that is problem not in me. The worst news, we can't use denoiser in the rendering time. So I'm not sure that is good for render system. Probably Corona number 8, I don't like them. If you have Corona number 6, as for me, that is better, because from 7, Corona number 7, everything goes to the hell. I don't know why, but never mind. We are here, and that is everything worked. But probably I don't like this color of blue, this little bit too green. That's why I will try to change to previous one. As I remember this one, that is bigger, 16K. Probably we don't need 16K, of course. Denoiser available only in non-interactive mode. No, excuse me, but not, because here's fast preview denoise during render. This is exactly denoiser for interactive mode, and this is not news, not new. Oh, here is some problem too. Ha ha ha. Another type of problem, but we still have it. Interesting. Let's try to work with another max. Open. I will open it again. That is what I'm talking about. This is a real situation we should solve. And that's why I always use your scene, not my pre-built, but your, because not special scene, exactly ideal perfect scene for render. Let's use this one, 8K. Let's try to use this one. I don't know what's happened here. 24 max. Yeah, 21st. Here is 2022. Yeah, let's try to work with it. I will work a little bit faster. Gradient, background. I will ceiling. I will turn on. Let's add here some chrono bitmap, desktop, the same 8K amphitheater, Zanzibar, front 8K. Yeah, let's work with it. Probably I will stop this render if it's not. It's already stopped, so everything's okay. I will open the render. I will change it to V-Ray, for example, change it to Corona again, to delete all render settings. I will delete this shader and I will build new one. Something like 70, yeah, that was 70, maybe 80, I'm not sure, I remember well, but never mind for now. 0.6, this is important. Please use the same glossiness, and somewhere in the middle of reflection, I will put it here. Oh, yeah, Control A, and I will add this one. Yeah, looks good. I will do one more thing. I will select all, Control A and Alt, unselect this object and check maybe some additional object in the scene, but no. It's okay. Let's try to start render. Here is the same problem. Maybe this is a problem of, I don't know what. I already used this HDRI map and I already use everything from here. What's the problem? I never meet this kind of problem before today. Today I meet this problem first time in my life, but in the morning. And right now I see it again. Maybe that's some problem with my computer. I use a lot of times, for example, this exactly this map, Bell Park, Pirk Down, a lot of times, 1 million times. Of course, that is strange, but this is a situation we should solve. And of course we will. Need to update NVIDIA drivers. Unfortunately, Corona doesn't use NVIDIA drivers at all. It can be not NVIDIA, for example. We have possibility to use do not use a graphic card at all. But who knows, maybe. I will reset and save. Yes. I will reopen it with one more max. I will put here. Oh, maybe some random elements. No. Maybe some effects. No. What else can be? I will find the solution. Of course. Please. Maybe problem. Let's check. Probably here it worked. Maybe some problems in with saving saving these maps exactly for today. Maybe some problems with this website. Maybe I don't know, but who cares? I will work from now with this scene. What next? I will turn off the preview denoiser because I don't want to use it. And of course, first of all, I would like to build this type of lighting, of course. Let's work with it. First of all, I will add here color correction. I will add here exactly color correction because I'm sure I will change a little bit color, maybe something else. I will make exposure higher, so I would like to receive lighter image. Probably the shadows should be almost exactly the same like here, maybe not so bright like here, but I'm not sure I need this yellow color of the light of the sun, of course behind clouds, but never mind. I will try to route this map, and I would like to receive the flat blue color and flat lighting. Oh, that is not what I need. Excuse me. That is oh, I'm using not Corona bitmap, and that's why I do this mistake, but again, never mind. Yeah, here is better, and here I have only this blue light. One more thing I just don't like. Here I have more contrast than here. Probably I'm not sure I need exactly this situation, because of course this is my main object. I should look in here, not here. So here I should have more contrast than here, but probably here is a lot of contrast too. So I will roll a little bit my scene, and in the end I will decide which camera angle I will leave. For example, 16 much better, and I direct the main light and shadow composition here, and that's good. Why I'm using exactly blue light? Because in the end, when I will add the color to this material, my reflection should be with the blue color, and which yellow color I should use on the render. Probably this is not the rule, but this could be a little bit helpful for your work. Duplicate and go blur average. Yeah, and something like this color you should use with your scene. Not exactly this, because this is a compilation of all colors on your scene. With this part of blue light, with this green, of course this is not only about your interior white warm yellow color, but probably that is looks like. So let's add here this color. Of course I will desaturate this HDRI map, but later. And right now we receive exactly the situation when we have warm situation is inside, and our reflections still blue. This is very important rule, because a lot of guys in the beginning of the work do only white color of exterior light, and in the end they ask how I can receive blue highlights and reflections. Unfortunately, in the when you already have ready light SEM and color global coloring, uh, in this moment that is too late. But of course, for now this is too blue. It should looks like, I will show you how. Little bit of blue, and probably I like for this situation this is good blue color, but usually I try to make it little bit closer um, to light blue like this one, but not this situation. I think here is nice. Yeah, and of course I will go back to legacy and I will change the color to the red one, something like this. So still I have the blue reflections, blue highlights, and that is exactly what I need. And of course I would like to receive this type of lighting, this emotion, global emotion. Of course, it can be lighter. I think little bit 100 almost. Yeah, right now it's too green. I think little bit closer to red. Let's use special numbers, something like 25. Yeah, maybe not so red, maybe a little bit closer to 26. Yeah, little bit lighter. Of course I would like to add here some overbrights, maybe not right now, maybe a little bit later. And background, probably I would like to delete it. Maybe I will add a little bit of saturation, because this is not too much for me of blue in highlights. Blue color, yeah. Here is a little bit more fresh. Is it okay? Yeah, that is okay. And of course I will add my lovely tool, the plane behind the windows, for reflect some light to the ceiling. I love this tool. This is probably absolutely genius tool. Of course, if you will make it lighter, you will receive more light inside. Yeah, something like this, and that looks little bit more realistic, little bit more detailed. One more thing for exactly for this situation. Maybe, do you remember in the beginning I said I will show you a few tools how to build the light and shadow composition. So right now I will show you a few of them. For example, what is this? This element. This is element we called limit. Probably this is limit of the light. This element limits some lights and reflects some light, but with a white color. We know white color, this is 100% reflect the light. That's why we see exactly white color. What is the black color? Black color, that is object who take all lights to himself and do not reflect anything. So if we will add some huge boxes, for example here with the black color, for example, instance, for example, with a black color, we will receive what? Much more directed light in our interior. As you can see, we receive much more directed light. Of course, we can take sun or some special light, but this is some additional tool. Right now, we receive it only with the two big black boxes. Of course, we see it on the background, we don't like it, that's why we can go to object properties and for example do it visible to camera and maybe visible refraction, because we will have this glass here. Yeah, so right now it's everything okay. We have them, we catch the result of it, but we don't see them. And the same with the floor. This is only one tool for some situations. Please do not understand me in the way I tell you you should use only this tool. No, this is just one of your tools. You can use them, maybe not, maybe yes. This is depends of situation, of course. And if you will make these boxes bigger, of course you will receive more directed light to your interior, and of course you will have possibility to make higher exposure, because you should receive a little bit more of exposure for this situation. Of course, you can check both of these boxes, take this, maybe you can make a group. This is not so important right now how you will do this, and you can rotate it a little bit. And of course, direction of the shadows will be changed. With the HDRI map, that is great idea how to do, for example, this type of shadows, because for places like here, very difficult to put here some reflections. If you will add the light, if you will add the for example, sun with a big size, of course you will receive the shadows on the floor, but on the wall you will not receive it. So that's how you can solve this problem and find another way to do this light and shadow composition for here. Yeah, that's probably exactly what some situation should have type of lighting. Maybe this one, because here is a little bit too strong light. Yeah, I will rotate a little bit in here. And of course, as you remember, the same you can do with the background, with the wall behind cameraman. You can make it with some color or with the black color. If you will add, for example, I don't know, red color, you will paint your interior with the red color. Can it be helpful? Yes, of course. Did we need it right now? For example, for some situation, it can be good. You should just remember you have possibility to reflect light from the backside wall. And of course, the result will be interesting. Not for every situation, but why not? You should know this tool. And of course, if you will make it black, you will break any possibility to reflect the light from the wall behind you. Yeah, of course I will delete it right now, because I don't need these shadows, so strong shadows here, but possibility we have. Yeah, that's okay. What's next? Probably I think I should make this a little bit lighter, because I should receive lighter interior. And I will hide this with the boxes. Of course I can put it to some special layer, for example, not visible but renderable, but I'm not sure I want to do this. That's okay. What else? What else? Can I hide this? Yes, probably right now I delete part of the light. Where is better? I will try to work with... Okay, with this I will add... probably, of course, we can use ACS, new this tool from Corona, but probably I don't like it. I don't like it too, because it's too strong as for me. Of course we can, but you should remember, this is just a post-production tool. This is not the best tool for visualization you ever have. This is just a combination of highlight, of working with highlights and overbrights with the shadows. So I will work here. If I will need to add some contrast, I will add it here. So that's okay. So I will add Reinhardt highlights compression. What the? I'm not sure I like this. Ah, this is a reflection, so I will this is some problem with the geometry or what? Here is some line. Let's check it. Let's check this geometry. I will convert it to editable poly. May I have any problem? Probably no. Cap. I will weld. Weld it again. White plan, maybe. Maybe. Oh. Probably I delete something. Strange, but okay. Let's I will go back with my 0.6 glossiness of reflection, because I need here less of reflections. I will put on the ceiling a little bit whiter. This, of course, that is not final work with the lighting, because we have a few additional tools. Yeah, what else? We can work with a double sun. That is very nice type of lighting. Of course, this is you shouldn't use all of these tools for your situation, but you can you should know all of them. For example, you decide this type of lighting that is yours. Here is some problems too, I see, but never mind, I will delete it later. Corona sun. I will put here some sun, for example, of course lighter. I don't know why Corona guys make so bright sun from the start. I will make it with a white color. I always use only white color with the sun, and I will make the size a little bit bigger, something like, not little bit, much bigger, 20, 30, much bigger, 46, 64. Yeah, that is maximum size, as I remember. Yeah, maybe lower, maybe a little bit lower, but never mind. No, I will go back to this parameter. Yeah, and little bit not so bright. And second thing I will do, of course we can change the sun position, we can decide where the sun will lights, of course, all of this. For example, here, because I like that is nice idea to highlight a little bit this wall. That is main, this is very important object for us too, so I will leave it here. So, and probably I like this lighting, that is looks realistic. And I will go to the local, and I will, with a shift, I will copy this sun. Corona works with a doublet sun. We can add a lot of sun, so much as we want. And I will make a copy, and I will make the size much smaller. For example, 1. Yeah, and that's how we will receive the shadows much more sharper, but not so powerful, first of all, and probably not 1. I think I will make it the size maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, a little bit blurred. Yeah. So I work with the 2 types of shadows, blurred shadows and sharp shadows in the same moment, and that's how I will receive the nice result. Of course, I can make both of them a little bit brighter, but exactly for this situation, maybe that's one. And that's one. Why we work with this? Why we fighting with the light so much? Just because the main thing we should remember, we should have shadows inside the shadows. For example, here is the shadows part, and we understand this, but we have shadow inside the shadow, because when you use only one type of light in the same moment, you will receive only you almost will receive shadows inside the shadows, and that is not realistic, absolutely not. So please think about it and maybe try to use it. Of course, you can use a few a few tools in the same moment. For example, where is my bottom part of the, but who cares. Of course you can use a few of them, but that will be a little bit different type of lighting. Yeah, here we don't have these long shadows from the sun. This is exactly ambient light. That's why, of course, I like this type of lighting, but that is not what we need. And of course I will delete this to sun. That is some additional object I will delete it. That was unhiding of all objects, and right now I think I unhide something, something special. Okay, let's go next. I will work with this type of lighting. Probably that is a little bit too much again, but not. I don't know. I think that looks okay. Maybe I will roll it a little bit because I still want receive here some light. Yeah, like this. And of course I can ungroup it, them, and move these walls a little bit to receive more light. And of course I can delete all of them, but I think with them looks better. And of course I can move them. Maybe I would like to receive a little bit more light here. Yeah, here's a little bit better. Yeah, but without this. And of course I can move it here, and I will close some part of the light, and I will move it here. But probably right now I like this lighting, and that looks exactly what I need. This is the main point why I'm doing this so long time. I try to find the way how to build this type of lighting. What this type of lighting? This is very easy to understand. Here is the almost the same lighted place such as here, because that is very difficult to receive this type of lighting, because we always receive in usual situation with the corona sky, with the corona sun, we receive here is the much more lighter place than here, and this is a usual situation because this place is closer to window. This is normal, this is okay, this is usual situation, but this is usual for logic, but not for this image. Here we see not so big difference, and we should build the same. Okay, of course I will work with this shader because this is too saturated. I will desaturate it a little bit, and of course I will I think I will make it a little bit lighter. I think I will make I will work with additional objects such as ceiling, for example. I will make it much whiter. But not white. I will desaturate a little bit. You know, this is the mistake too. When you decide something to do by your brain, you know, you should think about your reference and about your picture like a painter. Which color is it here? Is it white? If you will decide by brain, yes, of course, the ceiling we always paint with the white color. But if you will think like a painter, is it white color? Yeah, no. Do you like this atmosphere here? If your answer yes, that is, your brain should ask your eyes, is it ceiling white? And your brain should answer no. This on the reference. This ceiling is yellow. Probably I see this. So I should use yellow ceiling. Of course, this is not logical, because we always paint our ceiling to the white. But on the image, it can looks like yellow, and this is okay. And of course I will make it a little bit more yellow, like here. This looks good. Maybe a little bit more reflection, but maybe. Maybe not. Go next. Let's work with the floor. I always work with a big big plates of materials, bigger plates of material. For example, big white wall, big red something with a some big object, not with a small object. Never start work from the red book. Red book, that is last what you will add here. First of all, of course, main yellow color. Second one, that is something like big floor. Third part, that is black objects. Later, maybe greenery. Later. Okay, let's go next. Probably that is not enough for me light in here. That's why I will add here some sun, Corona sun, and maybe I will check again some plane here. Because I'm not sure that was everything I try. Yeah, here is much better because with this additional object I receive much more light at this place, and I need it. That's why I will add the sun here, because with the same reason, because I need a little bit more light here. With a huge size, 64, but not so powerful. Yeah, okay. I will make the ceiling more yellow and more lighter. Because I lost a little bit the feeling of this. 27. Yeah, here is better. Okay, I will make the floor with a little bit another color, but no, probably next one, because the black objects here much more intensive than difference between these two colors. So that's why I will work with the black colors. Which object should be black? For example, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Probably I can say we finish work with the lighting. We just go to next stage. That is work with basic colors, local colors. What else? For example, this one. This one. What else? Maybe this object, maybe the window, and all of this object. Yeah, should add this. I would like to destroy them, but not absolutely. Little bit closer to black, maybe destroy it more, but not absolutely black. And of course here we can say something like, this is not black, this is gray. But yes, but this is not black too, this is gray. And of course I will use less of reflection, and that's how I will receive a little bit more contrasted these objects. And in the same moment I'm carefully watching for about exposure, because maybe a little bit not enough of exposure right now for me. Probably I like the light and shadow composition, but I'm not sure that is enough of exposure here. Yeah, here it looks better. Of course I will do here a little bit less of reflection, and I will go down with the level, not with the color, because I don't go lower than, I'm trying to not go lower than 20. Maybe in some times when object is a black one, for sure I go to 14, maybe 10, but this is not so often, and probably you should do the same. I will add this shader to this object. Maybe I will delete some part of the reflection. And probably, as you can see, this is still colored shader. This is not desaturated, because if I will desaturate them, in this situation it looks not so bad, but with the color it's much better. I will go cancel because I like this color. What's next? Next is probably I very like the reflection of this lamp. That's why I will add here this reflection. Yeah, and little bit more reflected, and I will make some nice I will show you some nice shader, the basic shader, but probably not everybody use this. Change material map type, chrono layered, keep old material submaterial, and we will receive this type of material. I will copy this shader, and I will combine two different reflections: blurred reflection and sharp reflection. For example, this is blurred, maybe more, yeah. And I will add here sharp reflection. And second thing, I will change this number. I will put here 20% of this shader, so of sharpen shader, and 80% of blurred shader. But one more thing, here we receive this type of reflection. I like this very much, it's good, but here is this material looks a little bit different. It looks with like maybe darker, maybe with some wooden texture, maybe metal texture. I'm absolutely sure this is metal, not a wood. That's why I will make it maybe darker, because for metal I can use darker color of the diffuse. Yeah, and I will add a little bit of color for reflection. That's how I will receive a little bit more metalness feeling of this shader. Yeah, here it looks a little bit more metalness. Maybe more color, closer to some gold. Maybe a little bit more of this shader, maybe not 20, maybe 40. And here I would like to add a little bit more of IOR. Should be brighter. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah. Later, of course, later I will work with this shader more, but right now it's good. What's next? Next is green shader of greenery. This one, and of course all of this. All of these plants should be with the same shader from the beginning. I will copy this shader. I will add the shader to the plants, and I will. I found some mistake, but okay. I will change the color to the green, but not green like usual green, like we draw on the children papers. No, this is not true, of course. You should make it comparable with all other colors. This is very important. It should look like part of this image, not separate objects. Yeah, right now it looks good for this image, and that's part of this. A little bit more reflection. Okay, that's good. Maybe a little bit lighter now. Little bit colder, I think. Maybe not so dark. Yeah, and I will go to translucency, copy this. I will make translucency like 0.2, and I will make it a little bit lighter, little bit saturated, and little bit more closer to yellow. And that's everything I will do with the. Here I would like to make it darker, I think. Yeah, I think that is better. A little bit color, a little bit colder. That's better. Better. I found some, not mistake, but I don't like these small things. Please be careful with your reference and watch carefully to your reference. For example, here, your objects, what's the problem here? What are you thinking? This object too close to the picture. Let's move it a little bit. Yeah. And that looks better. Really, that looks better and a little bit more realistic than before. Yeah, so probably watch carefully with this element. This is there gives you a lot of details. You know, details you will use with the next your next works. Yeah. That's all. I think I will add here some compression because I need it for sure. Of course, with this compression I will use contrast because when I add compression I delete some part of contrast. That's why I should come back it. Maybe little bit to colder side, little bit lighter, little bit of overbrights, but small overbrights can be here, that is not a problem. I think I will add here small vignette, because I like this effect very much. Yes, of course, a little bit of sharpness. Maybe smaller sharpen radius. Yeah, that's okay. What's next? I think I will make less of saturation here, little bit of course, but and the next step, that is work with the floor, because floor not so yellow for sure. I change the color of this. And I move it. What next? Next I will go to work with the floor. Of course, I will change the color. I will desaturate a little bit and maybe closer to red. 2024. Yeah, that should be like here. That is good, I think. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. Well, the same shit I will make with these candles, because probably I would like to receive longer shadows here. That's why I will little bit move this geometry. I will make it deeper. Yeah, I like this a little bit more. Of course, you build it with a reference and you try to make it carefully, exactly like in picture, but sometimes picture lie you. Sometimes you don't see everything on your picture. For example, here should be some distance for sure. Without it, looks strange. Yeah. It's okay. Let's work with curtains, because we need to make it less saturated. Probably. Yeah, exactly. Let's add some filmic shadows. Advanced filmic mapping. Because I like this shadow, more darker shadow. We'll work with a darker shadow. Yeah, I like this. I like compression. We should do this carefully, of course, but we should do this with the floor. Where is the floor? Which one is the floor? That is, yeah, a little bit desaturated, little bit closer to red, 23. Maybe ceiling should be a little bit lighter because it's too dark right now. And probably that looks good. Global feeling of this image, I like it. Of course we should render it with the final resolution, and that is without textures. But this is a stage we called basic colors, local colors. That is with shaders. That is with the only with the local colors. For what we need this stage? We need this stage for understanding if it works good together or not. We spent only less than an hour to build this image, but we already understand if this nice future result or not. Because if not, we spend only 1 hour. If yes, we spend only 1 hour, and we can continue. Continue the work. So let's go to the. Can I answer any question? Any question for this moment? Maybe you have them. If you have, please ask me right now. Maybe I will answer this. Why we choose the color of the ground? After that we will use. Why we choose the color of the ground? I'm not sure I choose the color of the ground. After that we will use them up. No, I don't choose the color of the ground at all. Maybe color of the outside ground, something like this reflector. It will change the color. I can understand this. Maybe describe your situation more, little bit detailed. I will explain you. That is a white spot at the top left corner. Looks strange. Spot. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Light spot. The parquet. That one. I mean parquet. Choose the color of the ground, and after we will use them up. Yes, of course we will use them up here, but probably, you know, like the person with a bad I don't know, bad eyes, you know, see everything a little bit blurred. That is everything we need, but without details. Just imagine this is a stage with this is a stage where you can fast decide which colors should be everywhere. Color of highlights, but how you can identity that is highlight, and this is the color. Of course you have light this light of blue color with a blue color, and you have shader with a yellow color. They combine together and that looks this way. I don't know how explain you this situation. Why background is not visible? He is visible, but he is overbright. We don't need it at all because we will use alpha channel to remove it with Photoshop. So right now don't think about background. This is not so important, not important right now at all. You should work only with the... Do not catch with the details. We are not work with the... You know, we are work with the much more global things. Light and shadow composition and general color composition of our image. Background, textures. This is not important at this stage. Right now we decide much global things. Visible, yeah. And here we don't. I mean, you are painting the image now. For ceiling and walls we will use the same color and add bump or reflection, but for the parquet we will use texture after that. Of course we will use textures, and probably we will use it right now because this is biggest object from the scene. Yes, but this is the first stage. You should listen me carefully. For example, Monday lesson, I told you that we are working firstly with the modeling, later with the lighting, later with the color, basic colors, local colors. We call this stage local colors. After local colors we add the textures on this to these elements. Right now we will do this. This is next stage. So okay, let's go, because I believe you will kill me if not. Let's work with the wooden floor. Oh. I will take the copy of this image shader. I will copy it. I will copy it because I don't want to receive here a lot of textures. And we will go there. Yeah, probably I see here a lot of color, and I think I will make it a little bit darker, because my floor should be darker than ceiling, and probably I see this. Yeah, right now it's a little bit better. Okay, I will, first of all, I will add here reflection. Of course, exactly for this floor, this is not so important, because we almost don't see here reflections. But anyway, this is these lines, this is exactly reflections. This is the main mistake. A lot of people who work with computer graphics do this mistake. They do these lines with the bump. That is absolutely mistake. Please, guys, hear me carefully. Do not use wood with the bump at all. Almost at all. Only when you have huge holes inside the inside some objects, something like seam, yeah, really seam, like some seam between different boards. Only in this way use bump. That is not a bump. That is reflection. So let's work with it, and I will explain you how to do this. First of all, we will stop the render, because with the multimap the render can be crashed. Probably I should save my scene. And I will go for the color. For beginning, let's add here some general multi-tile. I always use general because I don't like chrono multi-tile. And of course I should decide which texture I will use. So let's go to the CG Source website. CG Source, that is original website with multi-textures. And here is gray textures, woodboard. And from here I will decide which texture I will use. Of course, I don't find exactly the same. You should forget about it, because that is usual situation when where I can find exactly this texture. Nowhere. Unfortunately, you can't find exactly this one, but you can find the similar. So you should try to do this. Unfortunately, right now that looks good. A little bit too light. 2008. I'm not sure I have this, but I already bought here a lot of textures. This one, is it, for example, half? No. Wait. Please, let me see. Yeah, that is exactly the same. Let's try. Maybe not from first. But we will find exactly what we need. Let's try diffuse color. Is it works here well or not? You should understand the diffuse color, that is not first step we will use, we will work with, but we should understand the is it good for this situation at all. First of all, that is seams, these seams between boards. For example, here I see absolutely different seams, so I will make it smaller. That is usual mistake. We always use too big seams everywhere. 2 millimeters. Of course, I understand. We do exactly like our designers say us. Yeah, but in the end, in real picture, that looks in a different way. We should work not with the designer's information, with the final image of every object. Yeah, that's a little bit, not little bit, much better. Maybe, yeah, 0.3, maybe a little bit more. 0.4, yeah. Because when we will render image with the final resolution, it will looks much better than now. That is important. I will make it blur a little bit smaller because it's not good for me right now. Yeah, here is better. And what else? And I need to make distance between them bigger. I forget where this distance we will do. But never mind, who cares. Let's leave this. Let's stop. No, I probably I would like to make it bigger, a little bit bigger. I'm not sure I remember where this. Here is it. Maybe 1 millimeter. Maybe that's enough, no? And that's how we will receive these shadows between the object. But only one thing. From these lines, we will receive the light. We will receive the light from these seams. So we should add here some box, and it will we already have it, so that's everything's okay. Ground size, thank you. Yeah. Let's go to change our color of the wooden boards. I will add here color correction, and I will just move a little bit our hue of this. Oh, why? Saturation is okay here. Maybe a little bit too high, but never mind for this moment. And I would like to make it a little bit closer to yellow, of course. Oh, that's good. Maybe 5. Just 5, not 35. What's the problem? Yeah, that looks good. Maybe a little bit darker because it's too bright right now. I will work exactly with the gamma. It should be less than 1. That is difficult to work with it when render goes, because for example 8. And I can work with the albedo too, but right now I don't want this. And I will work only with the region because I don't need any information in the high part of the image. Less of exposure and a little bit less of reflection, highlight compression. Yeah, and right now it's okay with the color, but these bots are made for much bigger. This texture made for much bigger bots. This texture made for. I will show you the size. No, I will not show you the size, but we can go here, and this is like 2 meters 20 centimeters and 260 millimeters wide, and but our boards are much smaller. Our boards, it's I don't know, 4 times smaller here and 2 times smaller here. What that mean? That mean texture not real size, have not real size, and of course we should change it. That's why we will isolate this object, and we will put here unwrap. And as you can see, we can make it longer. We can open UV editor. We can use color correction here, probably. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I twice press F1. I should press F2. And of course, first of all, I would make them shorter. Uh, as I remember, almost 4 times shorter, but that is not so important how much. I will watch to this image and I will decide it here. And twice shorter here. Yeah? That is what I need. Something like. So we take just a part of every of this image. We don't use whole this texture. We use only small piece of it. Something like from here to here, from here to here. And let's check how it looks. Yeah, and that is much more realistic. As you can see, we right now start see the year lines for the trees. We start see the these elements. I don't know the name of them. So this is much more realistic. You always should think what the size of this texture I use for wooden textures and for other natural textures such as marble, such as rocks, such as bricks. Of course, should be you should do the same work, but the size of the texture is already good, but not good reflection, because we should receive these year lines and this type of reflection. So let's do this. I will watch exactly here, because we don't see any year lines here, because here is not no any reflection. Here we see just diffuse color, and that is okay. But here we see reflections, and we should work with it. Of course, I will make a copy of this color correction. Probably I can delete temporary this color from here, because of course I will add it here, but later, because right now we should work only with the reflection. Probably for usual situation, I always start work with exactly with the reflection, but right now I work with the color, because because I would like to check if the texture good for us. But next step, we'll work with reflections. When I know for sure I will work with this texture, I will start to work with the reflection for sure. We go to reflection. We put it here. Of course, I delete the saturation at all. And of course, I will add here some, as you can see, we already received some information about reflection. Probably for us, maybe it's good, but I will make it a little bit more contrast, because I want... sometimes it's enough to put here to reflection the same shade, same texture, but not this time. I will work with output. I will put here, add here 1 point. I will add here smooth curve. I will make it a little bit more contrast. If I will make it like this, we will receive much more contrast textures here. But of course, we should catch the place where it should look. But this is too much. This is just example. Yeah, but you should understand what exactly we are doing here. Yeah, we're doing this contrast stronger. For example, like here, but this is a little bit too much too. But here is good. That is looks good for first step, but for us probably too much. Let's add the diffuse here. Too strong, still too strong. Probably without this output it can look good. But that looks much better than without it, because without it looks like not natural wood, but with this looks exactly like much more natural. Maybe we should still receive less of this effect. Of course, you can ask me why it's not the similar to reference, because this is different texture. If you will find exactly the same texture, you will receive exactly the same result on the image. But this is not so important, because every wooden board always look not similar to other wooden board, because this is natural material, and of course it can look every time a little bit different. That's okay. So I think wood looks good. Very realistic, and I like it for sure. In the bigger size it will look much better. Let's go next. What next object we will work with? I think I will make a little bit less of glossiness. I will make it 70, maybe 77. I would like to receive a little bit more glossy, yeah, but less of reflections at all, because it's too bright, and we should start work with our brights. I don't want to delete this. 73 glossiness. Yeah, here is better. I think I will move little bit this color correction to the green. Of course not so, maybe 2, maybe 3, but it should looks like light blue, not like deep, not like purple color. Yeah, that looks better. Maybe less of reflection. Yeah, that will looks good. I think I would like to make this main shader a little bit darker, but not with the color, just with the albedo. Albedo, this is possibility of object do not reflect lighting, and that's why the shadows become deeper, and of course a little bit more realistic. Yeah, let's go next. Of course here we have a lot of small object, but first of all I would like to work with a big object. For example, this fireplace. I will take this shader from it. I will copy it the same like with the wooden element. One more important idea, guys. Please never go to second shader if you are not absolutely happy with the first one. Two main rules you should work with every time. First rule, that is, you go into the second material if you absolutely happy with the first one and you excuse me, and you will not change it in the future. And second point, I forget the second point I would like to say you, maybe later. Excuse me. I will remember and tell you. Let's do this shader with the reflection. I don't see any reflections here, that's why I will add here much more reflections. Yeah, like here. Maybe higher IOR. Yeah, like this. And of course I will do the same. Change material map type, corona layer, keep old material as submaterial. Of course I will do it much more glossiness, maybe darker. Yeah, a little bit darker. And glossiness should be not so white, probably. But here it looks good too. Maybe not so high IOR. Yeah, IOR. IOR. How I can call it? Yeah, that looks good. Probably huge reflection, but looks good. 20, 30, 40, 30 was good. Yeah, here we have two different types of reflections, and I am like them. And of course, right now I will add here some marble texture, and that will be everything I need for with this shader. Texture number 1, general bitmap, maybe corona bitmap. That is not so important right now. I'm not sure. No, this is exactly marble. This is exactly marble. So I will use exactly marble shader. Textures, marble. I have this one. It looks exactly the same. Of course, I will add this. I will put here color correction, and I will do this because it's a little bit too black. Yeah, that is good, but mapping not okay. I always don't know how it works. Oh, here it works. UV mapping. I will use just simple box mapping, I think. I will make the same size here. I will go to unwrap, open UV editor, Ctrl A, and pack custom. That's how I will broke the model. So my texture will not go from this polygon to this polygon, because this is different elements from different sides of the rock. But here we can, if this is the same object, we can do the texture will go from this side to this side, but probably not for this object. This is not important for exactly this model, and you already have the lesson about unwrap So I already described it. That's why I will go next. If you want, you can see this lesson. Of course, we will add a lot of different lessons, so don't be afraid. You will have probably a lot of them. Much more than now. But we just start. Yeah, that looks good. Probably realistic. I'm not sure I need to add here anything else. So let's stop the work. If we let's go next. Let's work with the table. I will add here glass. Basic because here I will do the simple shaders. Legacy. Always absolutely black diffuse for the glass, and the reflection should be not reflection should be halved for the glass. What's next? Next is the let's work with the table lag. Yeah, with this. Excuse me, guys. Corona Legacy. Where is Legacy? Oh, this is maps. Corona Legacy. Absolutely black shader, diffuse, reflection, and I will add the color like this, like beige. Not like yellow, exactly like beige, but IOR should be higher. Maybe 5, maybe 6, 7, I don't know. Maybe 7, let's try. And of course, glossiness lower. That's how we will receive gold and other shaders like metal with the color. Is this scene done by student, and do we have access to this scene? Yeah, last lesson I already answered this question. I tell you this. Yes, you have, and you have access to the scene for. I will show you where. I'm not sure we already added here, but lesson here we already added here. Maybe maybe tomorrow morning or maybe today a little bit later. Here is already looks like we need, maybe not so. Yeah, here is a little bit better. Okay, everything looks good here. What else? Next point, that is this wood, but we already work with the wood, that's why here we will do the same steps but with a different texture. So I hope you will do it by yourself. But if we will work with the tabletop, is it wooden? Yeah, this is a wooden, so let's work with this wood and this wood in the same moment. I will add I will take this shader from this wood. Oh, here is this object with a glass too, and this object painted with a gold. So I will, I think you forget something here. No? Here is, yeah, not, excuse me, everything's okay. I think you forget the bottom part. But probably you should have the little bit more higher detalization here. The bottom part is always deeper, yeah. Here you should have some chamfer. Will we see this? We will see the result of this, of course. Yeah, that looks much better. And if we will paint this part of the glass to another shader, we will broke the glass material. That's why we need to add here one more additional object. Extrude, not extrude, grow, like here. I would like to make here Control V, copy, go to polygon, Control I, so invert my polygons, delete these polygons, and I will work with a shell. I will add here some small I should have small small inner amount, but not zero, little bit more than zero, and small size here, the same like here. This is a paint without any thickness, huge thickness. Of course I will add the same gold here and main glass here. That is what I need, exactly what I need. I will group this and I will copy this model to this place. Of course, previous model I will delete. Let's try how it looks. This is about details. Is it difficult to do? Of course not. Is it important to our scene, our model? Yes, of course. That looks good, but I'm not sure this is a color we need. So let's change it a little bit. Right now it's too red. It should be much more closer to yellow. 25, let it be 25. Yes, that's exactly what we need. So I will leave exactly this color, but probably the glass should be not so transparent. So let's copy this shader. I will go closer here. I will add here, and I will add here is volumetric. Yeah, I will work with this color, a little bit color it with a small yellow color. Of course, it should be not so deep. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's why. Yeah, it's okay. I will make it lighter. This one, of course. This one, of course, because it's too dark bottom part. I can do this. 2 pan zoom and go closer to this object. Of course, in this way textures doesn't looks good, but exactly here we don't have textures, so everything's okay. And of course I will make this absorption color lighter. Maybe not so. Yeah, that is good. Maybe a little bit less of reflection because this here is too much. Yeah, for here is not enough details, but we don't render it. We will not be so close to this place, and probably here we should have a little bit darker bottom part. So I will add here some small volumetric too, but probably it will really small. Yeah, like this one, to make it not so bright. Of course, if you will have huge resolution, you can work longer with this object, but this is not so important for our situation. So let's add here a little bit more glossy object, and that's enough for today, I think. Chrono legacy, yeah, it should be legacy. His will be black, maybe not absolutely black like this. Of course, reflected. Yeah, that's good. And I will add here double. That is why new physical material looks good and works good, because here we have already 2 different reflections. I will show you right now. Color almost black or absolutely black, that is not important in this case. Yeah, and I will change the reflection. This will be a blurred part of the reflection, and I will go to this clear coat. This is clear coat, just Google it. And I will add here 1, and that's how I will receive this doubled reflection. So we have a blurred reflection and this doubled, and this is just amount, so you can make less of this reflection if that is too much for you, something like this, and that looks little bit better for this situation. Of course, I will add the same shader for all of these objects on the table, but for you guys should work with it a little bit more carefully, of course. What else? That's all, I think. Oh, maybe we will make this kitchen facet a little bit more greener. I will convert it to editable poly. I will copy this. Of course, later I will make it. Why later? I will work right now with it. Much darker. That should be colder. Green. Much darker and not so brightful. But I think more reflected. Little bit warmer. 90, 96. No, not this side. Why not? 90, 92. 85. Yeah, that is good, I think. Yeah, that's okay. I would like to work with one more night. As for me, think from Corona number 8, that is curve, but not usual curve, a tone curve. Yeah, here I have darks, and I can make it lighter, and I absolutely like this. What we are doing here, the same as if we will work with usual curve. Here is darks, here is absolutely dark. So we make it a little bit lighter, and darks we make much darker. But we not change these positions with this tool. So I will do the... But no, we are changed them. But okay. So that looks good, I think. Maybe a little bit darker. I will. In the end, I always check highlight compress, and I put the position when I almost have over brights. Like for example here, I have them, but not too much. That always looks very realistic, and I like them. So that's enough. We absolutely received the feeling of our reference, and we rebuild it. Of course, we should work with additional textures. Of course, you should do this. But what do you think? I will do everything for you, and you will just rebuild after me? No, you should think about it, and you should work by your own. And I will, of course, take care of your work, and of course, I will try to help you to get to the final result. Probably, maybe, I would like it to make it a little bit colder. Yeah, like this, maybe a little bit higher saturation. Yes, maybe a little bit less of exposure. Yeah, that's okay. That's exactly what I need. And I like this image. I hope you too. Please give me some feedback, please, guys, because I am trying to explain you a lot of probably basic things, but very important things. For example, we are doing today with the light and shadow composition. This is a basic tool, but we're doing a few special tool. We are not doing before, and of course, no, I'm not sure everybody of you used these tools before, so I'm waiting for your feedback. This is very important for me, and let's make some short break, 11 minutes break. At 25 we will come back here, and I will answer all your questions about today's lesson, first of all, and about computer graphics at all. Please be with me. We will come back in 11 minutes.